Hello, and welcome to part 16 of Pokémon Yellow. And in this part, we're going to be going to the route that's south of Lavender Town. I really have no reason to go here, but for the sake of showing off everywhere, I thought I'd just take a little tour through what I know as the fishing route. And yeah, that's pretty much all that happens here. There's fishermen here, there's the piers, or the docks, I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but yeah. And Stephen, there's someone else who we'll be encountering here as well, isn't there?
Yeah, Snorlax that's just blocking a path from where all the Drowsies and that are, I think.
Yeah,
it's around about that section.
Yeah, because it's pretty much like a crossroads, isn't it? It's like there's the route off of Vermilion, like it's to the east of Vermilion, that kind of, you can either go that way to get to this route, or you can go south of Lavender, or you can go, like, I think it's sort of northeast from Fuchsia.
Yeah, something like that. Because when you go south from Lavender Town, it leads to all those bird catchers.
Yeah, that section I think we are going to see that here. It's a really annoying bit of land. Bear in mind, I'm going to be doing my best to avoid all the non-mandatory trainers as I have been so far. That means there'll be a lot of surfing here. Because surfing is the way to get past everything.
It's just nothing but Goldeen and Magikarp round this bit.
Yeah, which is kind of odd given for the fishing route. Because the fishermen ain't going to catch anything interesting, like, they ain't going to pull up a Gyarados here.
Nope. It's like, rather unfortunate at this point in time, there's very little fish Pokemon. But now, you cannot avoid them.
Yeah, well, you think in more recent gens, like, there's obviously the Gen 1 ones, then there's things like fucking Feebas, Luminion, what else is there?
There's Basculin.
Basculin, that's the fucking ugly one from Gen 5, right?
It was like it looked rather brutish, I'd say. It looked really strong.
I know the guy you mean. Who else is there?
It had two variants. It was a blue one and a red one.
Oh yeah. What causes the variants?
I don't know.
Is it just random?
I think it's random.
Oh right. Well, that's something, I suppose. Are there any more recent fish ones, like in Gen 6 and 7?
I can't remember.
I think they mostly just prey off the older fish Pokemon, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, there's Feebas. That's a rare one to find.
Yeah, the home one, but it's justified because Milotic is a fucking great Pokemon.
Yeah. It's like, nobody really cares for Finneon or Luminion. They're actually really, really crap. There is no purpose to using them.
I have a bit of history with, what's the basic form? Which one's which?
Finneon.
Yeah, I have a bit of a history with Finneon, because I remember for the longest time after beating Pokemon Diamond, in order to get the National Dex you have to have seen every Pokemon, don't you, in the regional one?
Yes.
That was the one I was missing, but I didn't realise that was the one I was missing, and I had to, just fucking hunt it down, and, I was just wandering around thinking, there's probably something that, maybe I'll need to go find or whatever, and no, that was the one I was missing, and there was a fucking trainer, I think, just off of Sunny Shore that I battled and got it. That was a stupid arbitrary limit. But yeah, Chris, you got a favourite fish Pokemon, mate?
No, I like Magikarp, just because of its Magikarp.
Oh, God.
Just Magikarp and Seaking.
Fuck yeah, Seaking!
I assume you've listened to the recent song that Pokemon has released?
Which one?
Magikarp one.
I actually haven't, no.
They have made a song about Magikarp.
Is it on the same tier as the Slowpoke one?
I guess. I did enjoy it. It's just singing about how it's crap, but we all love it.
Ah, because I remember the Slowpoke song,
Oh god, that's so bad, but it's good.
I just love that voice they gave the Slowpoke.
Just the chorus every time, it's just slow, slow, slow.
Slow, slow, slow. Slowpoke.
Why do they do this?
Ooh, I think that was used for something else, there was a Japanese version of it that was just sort of floating around for a while, and they decided to make an official English version of it. But yeah, I love Slowpoke. Unapologetically, I love Slowpoke. It's not one of my favourite Pokemon, but I just see it and it's such a charming design. And I like goofy Pokemon. You've probably picked this up from all my Pokemon opinions up to this point. if it's stupid, I like it.
So really, with Mega Slowbro, it's not Slowbro that's evolving. It's the shoulder.
Well, no, the Slowbro realises it's evolved like a week later.
It's like, I love the video they released when they advertised all of the Mega Evolutions in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Shows Mega Slowbro just floating around in the ocean. Then Mega Sharpedo comes out to try and kill it, and the shoulder can see from the back, and it starts panicking to alert Slowbro.
Yeah, I don't really remember many of the things that was Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Yeah, I don't remember much of the promotion. I do remember that one time when it was like a Japanese TV show was supposedly revealing stuff from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This is quite early on when it was being teased, and I remember myself and a bunch of other people were staying up till because time zones and whatnot. This showed up at 4 in the morning our time, so I stayed up to watch that, and it was just that one cutscene of Groudon, and there was that meme that came out of the "Wow, it's fucking nothing."
I don't remember seeing that.
Oh, that's one of my favourite ones, because that is a transformative meme, but just because it had been rumoured that this was going to have a new proper trailer or something, but it was just a quick shot of Groudon with his Groudon and Kyogre just and nothing, no gameplay, no fucking anything. And so it was just the shot of Groudon with his arms in the air. It's fucking nothing.
That's made me think of Pokemon Generations.
Yeah.
That was released on YouTube. One of the bits about Ruby and Sapphire. It's like the admin that works for. It's not Archie. What's the name of the Team Magma leader?
Maxi.
That's it. Yeah, because the girl that's working under him, it's like he goes off with a bunch of the grunts to go capture Groudon, and for some reason they mention that she's got psychic powers and can see into the future.
Okay.
I don't know why. She has a glimpse into the future. They find Groudon. He's in his primal form, and he's like the size of a mountain. And he Godzilla beams them out of existence.
That's amazing.
It's like he just turns towards them, unleashes what could probably be either a hyper beam or a solar beam, and they're all just standing there huddled in a group, and you could just see the look on their face. It's just, we're fucked.
Okay, good. While we're on the subject, and because it's probably going to be quite a long time before we ever get to Omega Ruby, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, who's your favourite, Stephen?
Rayquaza.
Chris?
Everyone's going to say Rayquaza.
Yeah, I will go with Rayquaza. I do really like Groudon though. Groudon, mainly it's because I played Ruby first and he was the big box art legendary, and I'm a little bit nostalgic in that way because Pokemon Ruby was when I was first really getting into Pokemon big time. But yeah, Rayquaza's pretty fucking bad funny.
Groundon is as well though. I was thinking he looks like a proper boss. When you first see him, he's just sitting in lava and whatnot.
It took me the longest time to realise he's not a fire type.
Yeah, it's so odd. He is when he's primal, but it doesn't really matter that he's a fire type. I mean, it's great that he's a fire type, and he ends up losing his weakness.
Oh yeah, and let's think, does Primal Kyogre get any other types?
No, he stays water.
Ah.
And his ability douses out flames.
Oh, so that's
That's pretty redundant.
But yeah, I just would have thought, given they gave Groudon another type, they might have gave Kyogre I guess Steel type could have worked with Kyogre,
Probably.
maybe.
Electric type, considering it creates storms.
Maybe, but I think that would have changed its playability up quite a bit. But yeah, I do like that trio as a whole. I will say I do still kind of like Kyogre, but compared to Groudon and Rayquaza, it's never going to win, is it?
Prefer Groudon, but I don't want to say it because I love both Groudon and Kyogre.
Gen 3 did have some pretty cool legendaries. Like you've said in previous parts, it was sort of creeping towards getting a future mini, but the Regis are okay. Latias and Latios are cool. Granted, their Mega Evolution is shit, but...
And then there's Deoxys, you get an alien as a Pokemon.
Yeah. when you got Deoxys, it's never quite as memorable to me as Rayquaza because they're like the two space ones, aren't they? So I remember there being the X-Deoxys set in the trading card game, but like I always preferred the artwork from that series that they had of Rayquaza.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favourite episodes of Generations was the Delta episode one.
I haven't seen it, but
It's worth a watch because you get to see a battle between Mega Rayquaza and Deoxys. It's short but worth it.
I'm going to have to watch that. I'm going to have to watch all the Generations.
Especially since you see them fighting in space and the trainer is standing on top of a satellite.
Cool. Does the trainer wear that funny space
he's
gear?
in the space helmet, so it's left ambiguous whether it's a boy or a girl.
Oh, right.
Although it is shown as a boy in one of the earlier episodes where he's invading Team Magma's base, so...
I've got to say, the first time I saw that gear, it's like when he's going into the fucking Groudon's lair in Omega Ruby. It cracked me the fuck up because it looks so stupid.
It is stupid, but it gives you the opportunity to ride on the back of Groudon.
Yes, that is hype.
Into a lava cavern where you see him turn primal. I like the names Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre, but I wish that they had the namesakes of the game. I wish it was Omega Groudon and Alpha Kyogre.
That could have been cool, yeah.
It's like, yeah, they got the primal energy and it's sort of like Mega Evolution, but give them a proper title.
Well, it works the same way as Mega Revolution, doesn't it? Anyway, back to the game we're actually covering, because we're doing that thing. These are the Seafoam Islands, and these actually house a legendary of their own. And this is where we should probably start talking about the legendary bird Pokemon, because we will be encountering Articuno here. What do we think of, firstly, just Articuno as a Pokemon, Chris?
Yeah, it's the best legendary bird out there. I know you all agree.
Yeah, no points of contention here.
It's just such a nice, simple design.
I like it because it's one that you can get very early on, and it's an ice type at a point where you won't likely have an ice type. So it's useful in the game itself. Like, I know there's some people just aren't comfortable using legendaries in the game. I am, because like they give it to you, so why not? If it was an event one or something, then I could kind of understand that, yeah, the game doesn't really intend for you to do this. But no, there's this cavern. Unlike in the Fire Red playthrough, I actually remember to bring strength with me here. I'm not going to make that huge fuck up again.
So I remember saying in Fire Red that I had messed up the strength puzzle in this. At least I thought I had at the time. When I played it when I was young, I thought I had messed it up because I couldn't find my way out of the cave. Recently playing it, I realised I was just stupid. Okay. And I wasn't finding my way out of the cave properly.
You tip shit.
Yes. So at the time I thought, oh well, I've cocked this up. At least I've got dig on my grappler. So I would just go back round to Pallet Town.
Are you proud of me, Stephen? How quickly I made it through?
Yes, I am.
I'm not doing that thing I did back in Ruby with the puzzles. God damn, that was
painful.
Yes, it was. And that was, I think we had 2 parts straight of the magma base, didn't we? Do you remember that?
Oh, God. So painful.
But yes, Articuno. Now, to capture Articuno, he can be a bit of a bitch catcher, because this game has a mechanic where they can dodge the Pokeball.
Oh god, I hate that so much.
It's so annoying. It's like, why would they even do that? Like, we already have a system in place to make sure you weaken the Pokemon, to make it more accessible to catch. Why would you arbitrarily add another thing that you can't control?
I already have trust issues with capturing Pokemon in the more recent games. I mean, the fact that they can still escape even when it shakes the 3rd time.
Oh, that's so bloody insulting, isn't it?
The number of times that has happened with me in Sun and Moon with the Tapus.
Oh, yeah.
God, I hate them.
I do remember this one time a friend of ours just managed to get lucky and caught Mewtwo in a regular Pokeball. That was fucking incredible. But yeah, I'm playing this a little bit careful. I've paralysed him and I'm trying to weaken him down. I will be, resetting just so we're not fighting him for too long, because I think I probably spent maybe about 15 minutes in this fight, and that's why I'm, not showing the whole thing, because that would be unreasonable.
It's like the whole dodging the ball mechanic is made even worse when they're paralysed.
Yeah, they can still dodge it, can't they?
So stupid.
How? We've literally crippled you. You cannot move. But you can still dodge a ball I'm throwing at you.
I have broken your wings. How are you doing this?
Can they still dodge it when they're asleep?
I don't know. I think probably.
Bullshit. Come on.
Probably. Considering the mechanic exists in this, there's a possibility.
Considering it's Gen 1, there's a possibility.
I can't confirm it, but it probably does happen.
I mean, if it does it with paralysis, then it probably does with sleep, yeah.
So I had completely forgotten it even existed until recently. I was so blissfully unaware of it.
The newer games spoil us, don't they?
Yeah. It's like, it's so refined now.
Yeah, thankfully. Chris, what was the most recent Pokemon game you played, in terms of which ones came out? Because I know you don't play them all as religiously as we do.
What, most recent?
The most recently released game you've played.
What's the last one that came out? Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Oh, you played through it, have you?
Yeah, I played through that, yeah.
What do you think of Sun and Moon, on the whole?
I quite liked it, yeah. I love the fact that, the TMs are gone and it's just so much easier, like you were saying just now.
Yeah, it just cuts out all the bullshit, doesn't it?
Brilliant.
He's got a shiny Tyrantrum through a trade, mind you.
Fucking hell, you're fucking jammy as shit,
I think that's the only thing I've been jammy on.
It's like the number of times he's bragged about that to me, just like, oh, my first shiny was a Tyrantrum. Doesn't count, you got it through a trade.
Shiny Tyrantrum is so cool, though.
What colour is it?
It's blue.
It's a
Oh,
Dark
nice.
blue.
Nice, that's cool. At least it's an actual shiny colour,
So I kind of prefer its regular colour, the rusted red. But...
That's because you're bitter, Stephen.
no, I do honestly just prefer the car. I like shiny Tyrantrum, but I just think the colour scheme for its original works better.
My first shiny was Gyarados.
Doesn't count. Not unless you actually caught a Magikarp, then.
Oh, that would be really frustrating if that was legitimately your first shiny, though,
I would
wouldn't it?
love to have had that been my first.
Magikarp?
Yeah.
Would you have kept it as a Magikarp?
I don't know.
I probably would, just to distinguish it from the shiny Gyarados.
I know in Japan they released event Shiny Magikarp level 99 with a rare candy.
Your decision.
Yeah, do you want to keep it as just a shiny Magikarp, or do you want people to say, no, it doesn't count?
I do like the red Gyarados, though. The red Gyarados is lit, in terms of its design.
My first shiny was in X and Y, and it happened twice, the same time at the beginning of X and Y. It was a shiny Ledibur. It happened in the same area. I don't think it's meant to happen.
You're probably more likely to get struck by lightning twice or something than that.
But I discount that one considering it happened twice. My first shiny was in X and Y. No, in an Omega Ruby, and I caught a shiny Medicham.
Oh, that's alright, boob legs.
Yeah, that's actually quite cool.
Could do worse for a shiny.
Yeah, there's far worse out there, and it's fighting psychic, and it can Mega Evolve.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, join us next time where we'll be heading towards the Cinnabar Gym. See you then.